It's time to predict round 3 of the Championship. Leeds are playing West Brom on Friday. Who will not play for Leeds? Adams with a thigh injury, Dallas with a broken leg, questionable Bamford, Firpo and Greenwood all with injuries. Referee is Donahue, venue Elland Road. Who will not play for West Brom? Dyke with an Achilles tendon injury and Reach with a muscle injury. Here are the odds. Leeds last game, they lost 1-0 to Birmingham in the Championship, a 90 plus 1 minute penalty. West Brom beat Swansea 3-2 in the Championship, a JE, a Rushworth own goal and a Swift penalty. Head to head, Leeds win, draw, Leeds win. Well, West Brom are currently 14th and Leeds are currently 19th because Leeds drew. My prediction for this game is Leeds 2, West Brom 0. Leeds 2, West Brom 0. We move to Saturday Championship. Plymouth are playing Southampton at 12:30 on Saturday. Who will not play for Plymouth? Cooper with an injury, Galloway with injury, Gillespie with an injury. Referee is Webb, venue Home Park. Who will not play for Southampton? Villa Kotchap and Sulemana with injuries, Larius with a muscle injury. Here are the odds. Plymouth drew 0-0 with Watford last round in the Championship, and Southampton drew 4-4 with Norwich. Bednarek, Armstrong penalty. Adams and Armstrong penalty. Head to head, Southampton, Plymouth draw. Plymouth. My prediction for this game is actually Plymouth 0, Southampton 3. Plymouth 0-3, Southampton. Let's look at the standings actually. 4th is Plymouth, 6th is Southampton. Both on 4 points. Blackburn are playing Hull at 3 o'clock. Who will not play for Blackburn is Sigurdsson and Val. Referee Langford, venue Ewood Park. Who will not play for Hull? Doherty. Here are the odds. Last game for Blackburn was a 2-2 draw with Rotherham, with a penalty missed by Simodix, but then he gets a brace. And for Hull, it was a 4-2 win over Sheffield Wednesday. Toughen penalty, Toughen normal goal, Connolly goal. Head to head, draw, Blackburn win, Hull win, Blackburn win. Standings, Blackburn are 7th with 4 points, Hull are 12th with 3. My prediction for this game is Blackburn 1, Hull 0. Blackburn 1, Hull 1, sorry. Bristol City play Birmingham. Who will not play for Bristol City? Atkinson, Benares, Conway and McCrow. Questionable Veyman, referee is Barrett, venue Ashton Gate Stadium. Questionable for Bristol City is Hall. Here are the odds. Last match for Bristol City was a 1-0 win over Millwall, and it was in the 90 plus 4 minute. James got the goal. For Birmingham, it was a 1-0 win over Leeds. Jukiewicz scored, but for a penalty. Head-to-head, Bristol City win, Birmingham, Bristol City. My prediction for this game is Bristol City 0, Birmingham 1. City 0-1. Birmingham. That was not Birmingham. Leicester play Cardiff. Who will not play for Leicester? Cody, questionable. Hermanson, referee Scott, venue King Power Stadium. Who will not play for Cardiff? Questionable for Cardiff is Allsop. Here are the odds. Leicester beat Huddersfield 1-0 and Mavididi got the goal. Cardiff lost 2-1 to QPR. Ugbo with the goal. Cardiff win, Leicester win, draw. Cardiff win, Leicester win. My prediction for this game is Leicester 2, Cardiff 1. 2-1 Cardiff. Well, let's look at the standings quickly. Second place is Leicester with 6 points. And 17th place is Cardiff with 1. Middlesbrough play Huddersfield. Who will not play for Middlesbrough? Clark, Dijik, Steele and Smith. Referee is Smith. Venue Riverside Stadium. For Huddersfield, who will not play? Anjurin, Kazumu, Lees and Turtin. Here are the odds. Middlesbrough lost 3-0 to Coventry in round 2. Huddersfield lost 1-0 to Leicester in round 2. Standings, both bottom of the table. I think this game will be Middlesbrough 0-0 with Birmingham. They just don't like scoring. What can I say? We move on to QPR vs Ipswich. QPR who will not play Clark, Salter and Dunn. Questionable callback. The referee is Eldringham. Venue Loftus Road. Who will not play for Ipswich? Walton. Here are your odds. QPR's last match was actually in the EFL Cup round 1 against Norwich, where they lost 1-0 in the 99th minute. And that game was actually on Wednesday, so recent. Ipswich beat Stoke 2-0, Wolfenden and Jackson with the goals. Head-to-head, QPR win, QPR draw, QPR. Standings, Ipswich are first, QPR are 16th. QPR, there is some stuff going on behind the scenes at QPR, that's why I'm going to do QPR 0-1 Ipswich. Now, Sheffield Wednesday play Preston. Questionable for Wednesday, Brennan. Referee Simpson. Venue Hillsborough. Who will not play for Preston? Brady, Evans, Reese, Whitman. And questionable Stewart. Here are your odds. Sheffield Wednesday lost 4-2 to Hull. Delgado and Smith with the goals. Preston beat Sunderland 2-1. Keane and Frogshart with the goals. Head-to-head, Sheffield Wednesday, Preston. Draw. Sheffield Wednesday 22nd, Preston at 8th. My prediction for this game is Sheffield Wednesday 0, Preston 2. Next up, Stoke vs Watford. Who will not play for Stoke? Baker and Campbell. Referee Bell. Venue Bet365 Stadium. Who will not play for Watford? Gosling and Passetto. Questionable Ince. Here are the odds. Ipswich beat Stoke 2-0 in the last game. Watford drew 0-0 with Plymouth in their last game. Head-to-head, Watford win, Stoke wins, Watford win. Standings, Watford are 3rd, 13th for Stoke. My prediction is Stoke 0-1 Watford. Next up, Sunderland play Rotherham. Who will not play for Sunderland? Alice, Evans, Matete, Mayanda, Stewart, questionable, and Belton Gooch. Silt, referee's award, venue Stadium of Light. Who will not play for Rotherham? Ferguson, Lindsay, Onyedinma, Pelita, questionable, Eves, Green, Hall. Here are the odds. Last match for Sunderland, lost 2-1 to Preston. Clark with the penalty goal. Rotherham drew 2-2 with Blackburn. Odofin and Onyedinma with the goals. Head-to-head, Rotherham, Sunderland, draw, Rotherham, Sunderland, draw. Jesus, I can't talk. Sunderland are 21st, Rotherham are 20th. I thought Sunderland would do well this year. I'm still going to stick with that. I'm going to say Sunderland 3-2, Rotherham. Swansea play Coventry. Who will not play for Swansea? Benson Walsh. Match information. Referee is Madley. Venue Swansea.com Stadium. Who will not play for Coventry? Allen and O'Hare. Here are your odds. Swansea lost 3-2 to West Brom. Darling and Wood with the goals. Coventry beat Middlesbrough 3-0. Godden, Wright and an own goal by Lenihan. Head-to-head, draw, Swansea. Standing, Swansea are in 18th, Coventry are in 11th. My prediction is Swansea 0, Coventry 0. And then the final game of round 3 in the Championship comes on Sunday. It's Norwich versus Millwall at 12 o'clock. Who will not play for Norwich? Hanley, Sainz, Sorensen, Tomkinson. Referee is Harrington. Venue Carrow Road. Who will not play for Millwall? Honeyman. Here are the odds. Head-to-head, Norwich's last game was a 1-0 win over QPR in the EFL Cup. Rowe with the goal. Millwall lost 1-0 to Bristol City. Head-to-head, Norwich win, draw. Norwich win. My prediction for this game is Norwich 3, Millwall 3. Ugh. Those are my Championship round 3 predictions.